All new at 10, call it a second chance at life. That's what Highways and Hedges offered a Beaumont man. That's a nonprofit that's dedicated to transforming the lives of former criminals. Derrick Shepeard spent years in prison for a drug crime, but after he got out, Highways and Hedges turned his life around. 12 News reporter James Grant is live in Beaumont tonight sharing Derrick's story and how this nonprofit is helping other former criminals.
Jordan, Derrick Shepeard grew up along Gladys Street in Beaumont's North End. He says all he knew were drugs, fighting, and chasing women.
I allowed this neighborhood to kind of fashion my life and the different choices that I made, going after the money, the prestige, having the fancy cars.
Derrick Shepeard grew up in a single-parent home, accustomed to street life that he says included dealing drugs, gangs, pimps, and fighting. He dropped out of Central High School in 9th grade to sell drugs and make money.
It wasn't a lot of promotion. You're going to go to college, you're going to be a lawyer, you're going to be a doctor. This was the hand that I was dealt. So I learned how to be the best at what I was presented with.
Shepeard says he took the fall for a fellow dealer at one point, which landed him behind bars for 4 years.
Being incarcerated, they tell you when to go to sleep, they tell you when to eat, they tell you when to shower, all of these things. So it built some type of structure in my life.
Structure, Shepeard says, was missing before he went to jail. And once he got out, his mom put him in touch with Highways and Hedges, where he was surrounded by others seeking that second chance in life and touched by their vision to live a life closer to God.
That really inspired me, and I said, man, if they can do it, I can do it.
Montez Powell says he used to run from the cops and do drugs before being locked up. But he also found Highways and Hedges, which changed his life, and now he's president of the nonprofit.
We are for all men. It's not just one nationality, but for all mankind. That whatever condition that you're in, God can really change you and your condition.
The nonprofit, together with churches and other volunteers, marches and travels around the country to help people overcome their struggles, whether they're former criminals or people going through hard times. For Shepeard, who now runs his own lawn service in Beaumont, Highways and Hedges showed him the light.
You can do better. You can do better by making a choice to do better, by a life change.
Shepeard is now the director of the Beaumont chapter of Highways and Hedges, and he says he enjoys traveling around the country, sharing his story, and inspiring others to make the positive change. Live in Beaumont, James Grant, 12 News.
James with us from the North End tonight. Thank you, sir. Highways and Hedges is hosting a march here in Beaumont this Saturday at 5:30. It'll start at the Best Buy along East Tex Freeway, and they'll head toward the Refuge Temple Ministries on Crow Road.